Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, Baru?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, kiddo, and Eid Mubarak after a long time. And how was your Eid?
Good.
It was good.
Yeah.
That's great. You enjoyed it. You went out, right? You played.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, so in last class, I told you to get the review of the harakat lesson. What are harakat?
Dama, Fatha, and Kasra.
Fatha, kasra, and dhamma. What is the sound for fatha in English?
A,
A. And what we are going to make with the kasra? What is the sound for kasra in English?
E,
And for dhamma?
U.
You are right. And how do we read harakat?
Shortly and quickly.
Very nice. Today we are going to learn something new, okay? But can you read this first? What is that?
I can't see your screen.
Oh, really? See, that's so. Now I'm sharing it. I forgot to share it. I'm sorry about it. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Now read this one. What is it?
Okay. Hamza,
Hmm.
Fatha,
Hmm.
A,
Very good. And then
Hamza, Kasra,
yes, Hamza Kasra
E,
and
Hamza, Dama,
hmm.
U.
Okay, together.
A, U.
Very good. You know that now, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so in today's class, we are going to learn that short vowels, harkat, review, fatha, kasra, and dhamma. What is this?
Letters with similar sounds, with a
Slight variation, okay? Slight like a little variation, okay?
okay.
Like for that, Ain, and just suppose Ain has the fatha on it. So how do we pronounce Ain fatha? Ah. And Hamza fatha? Ah. Do you understand? Do you hear that? That when I'm saying Ain Fatha, I'm saying Ah. And when I'm saying Hamza Fatha, I'm saying Ah. They both have the same sound, like A sound. Ah and Ah. But see, there is a little difference between the sounds. When I'm saying Ain, I'm pronouncing it from the middle of the throat, okay? Like Ah. I'm just getting, or it's just getting more energy, okay? When I'm going to pronounce Ain, I have to use more energy to pronounce that, like try that. uh yes, you should try this one. Ain Fatha. Yes, Abaru, are you with me?
Yeah.
Say Ain Fatha. What's the sound for Ain Fatha?
A,
And Hamza Fatha.
A,
Yes, do you know, do you feel that they are the same sound, they have the same sounds? Ain and Hamza both are getting the same sound. When I'm going to put the fatha, Ain Fatha, it's making the ah. Hamza Fatha is making the ah. Okay, but there is a little difference between them. Same on that. When I'm going to say ta Fatha, ta. To fatha, to. Okay, like for that, if I'm going to ask you to read this one, can you read this?
Ta,
Hmm.
fatha,
Hmm.
ha,
And what is this?
ta,
Hmm.
fatha,
Hmm.
ta.
See, both have the same sound, T sound. For the ta and for the to, both are getting the T sound, but what is the difference between them? The one ta is a light letter, okay? Remember I told you in the very first class about the heavy letters. There are 7 heavy letters. I think you have noted down in the notebook. Do you have your notebook with you?
I think I'll get it.
Yeah, go get it quickly.
I got it. I got it.
Hmm. Check the heavy letters in that. Tell me what are the heavy letters.
Ta, za, fine, ta,
Hmm.
ta,
What are the heavy letters?
ta, ta, hmm, ta,
Hmm.
za, fine, ta, ha, sad, and da. No, dad.
Yes. Kha, sa, dod, tha, za, ghain, and qaf. How many are they?
7.
7. These 7 letters are called the heavy letters, right? Right now, if I'm asking you the difference between ta and tho, so see, tho is in the heavy letters, but ta was not there, right? It means that ta is the light letter. I told you the rest of the letter are called the light letters. Okay, there are 7 heavy letters: kha, sa, dot, tha, za, ghain, and qaf, and the rest of the letters are called the light letters. Okay, by the way, how many letters are there in Arabic total? 29, right?
Yeah.
7 are heavy in them, okay, and the rest of 22 are light letters. Okay, so between the ta and tho, if someone asks you what's the difference between ta and tho, so don't get confused. Ta is the light letter and tho is the heavy letter. Okay, for that I'm going to show you something, so inshallah it's going to be clear for you. One second.
Okay.
Hmm. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Hmm. See, that's the same thing here. Okay, same sound letters, and you have to tell the difference between them. The first the first group is ta and to. What is the difference between ta and to? Ta is a light letter and to is the
Heavy letter.
yes. What is the difference between qaf and kaf? Hmm. Qaf is the heavy letter and kaf is the light letter. What is the difference between hamza and ain? Hamza is pronounced from the back part of the throat and Ain is pronounced from the middle part of the throat. Okay, so it was in your lesson as well when I was asking you what is the difference between Ain and Hamza. So Ain is coming out from middle of the throat and Hamza is coming out from the back of the throat. Okay, there are three parts in our throat: front part, middle part, and the back part. Okay, what I'm saying, front part, middle part, and back part of the throat. Okay, remember I told you throat letters. How many throat letters? Check them in the notes. You wrote them as well. How many throat letters? Hmm. In the in very beginning you can see them. Okay, after the heavy letters we learn the soft letters, hard letters, and I think on number 4 we learn the throat letters, or on number 5. Hmm. Did you find it? Yes, did you find it? If you didn't, then tell me. I will tell you.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Can you say all of the rules that you have noted in the notebook?
Um,
What was the first rule you wrote it?
wait. Just a second.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. And don't get confused, okay? I'm just asking you that what is the first rule you wrote it?
The first thing I wrote.
Okay, second one.
Oh, um,
What's the second rule?
I'm confused.
Do you have your notebook with you?
Yeah.
I'm asking you what was the first rule you noted there?
Well, I ripped all the papers off. I didn't like keep them. There's other stuff in it.
So you didn't write that in sequence.
No.
Okay, tell me whatever you wrote it there. Okay, tell me all of the stuff, and I'm sure you could find the throat letters in them. It's very important. If you didn't write the throat letters, then we are going to write it down. Okay, but I'm sure you wrote it before. Check them.
Okay, I have. mm, I have the soft letters and one one of them I didn't name, but it has ra, it has za, ra, zao, dal, alif, wow, hamza, and round.
Yes, after that. Yes, after that.
One of them says God, seen, and za.
I think you missed out. You have to note them down. There are 6 throat letters, okay?
Okay.
And please, whatever you rotate, first of all, you have to make the headings clear. So whenever you try to find out the rule, you could easily find it. Okay, I told you this throat letters before. I think you forgot it or you missed the place there. Okay, but anyways, now you have to write it down. There are 6 throat letters and you have to note them down. Hamza ha, Ain ha, and Ghain kha.
Okay. Let me go get. Okay, I'm gonna write them down.
Okay, you have to write it at home. Okay, I will send you this.
Okay.
Right now, I was telling you about the similar sound things. Okay, Ain and Hamza, Ta and To, Sa, Sin, and Sod. What is the difference between Sa, Sin, and Sod? Sa is soft letter and light letter. Sin is hard and light. And Sod is hard and heavy letter. If you wrote them down, if you write it the rule, throw heavy letters, soft letters, hard letters, and throat letters, then you can easily make the differences between the sounds. What I'm asking you, you have to check the heavy letters, soft letters, hard letters, and throat letters, okay? If you know them, then you can easily tell me the differences, okay? One thing I just want to ask you again, and you have to see.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Really. Now you're going to tell me the thing like this. Practice the letter in the first row with letters in the second and third row that are different in pronunciation but have the similar sound. They are telling you you have to practice the first row with the second and third row. Okay, and make the difference between their pronunciation. Okay, because they have the same sounds. So can you read this one? The first row and then second row. And if it's the third one, then you have to read the third, otherwise it's skipped. Okay, say this one. Hamza Fatha.
Hamza Fatha.
See, this is why from the first class I told you, if you're not going to pronounce that louder, it's very hard to catch you then. It is very slight, it says that slight different, okay, slight variation, okay. If you will not say loud, no one cannot catch the difference, okay. But obviously Allah is catching it, angels is catching it, okay. If you are pronouncing it wrong, that's going to be sin, okay. If there is ayn in the Quran and if when we pronounce Hamza instead of ayn, obviously the meaning will change, okay. Like if I'm going to say alhamdu, it has the different meaning. If I'm going to say alhamdu, it has a different meaning. Alhamdu, hum has the different thing, okay. And alhamdu, hum is getting the different meaning, okay. So understand that. Say louder with your full voice, okay. And if you will speak up, I'm sure your throat is not going to be hurt, okay. You just need to have the little courage there, okay. I know it's hard when you're not speaking up louder at home as well, but for the Quran you have to do that, kiddo, okay. Speak up. Hamza Fatha, a. And Ain Fatha? A. Hmm. Ain Fatha? A. Hmm. Hamza Fatha? A.
Okay. But
Hmm.
I don't know how to say that.
I cannot hear you, beta.
I don't know how to say that.
How do you say that? What do you mean by that?
Like say Ain Fatha.
Ain Fatha?
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
You say the normal. Ain Fatha. Fatha makes the A sound, right?
Yeah.
So pronounce it.
Ah.
Yes, but you have to pronounce it from middle of the throat, like ah. I said that it's going to consume more energy to pronounce it. Ah. It's not like normal ah. It's ah. How do you say that? Ah. Say
Ah.
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 Ain Fatha ah.
Kha.
Say again Ain Fatha ah.
Kha.
Hamza Fatha ah. Ain Fatha ah. If you will not pronounce it, you will never understand that. You have to pronounce it again and again so you will understand the difference. By getting quiet, you are not going to understand anything. Speak up louder and say it again and again. Then you will understand the difference. It's not going to be in your mind or on tongue in the first or second time. You have to keep saying it. Keep saying them. Hamza Fatah A, Ain Fatah A. Hamza Fatah A, Ain Fatah A. Hamza Fatah A, Ain Fatah A. Hamza Fatah A, and A. A, A. A, A. A, A. See, when I'm saying it, do you feel the difference? I'm saying A. The first row is saying A, and second one A. A, A. A, A. A, A. A, A. Do you understand the difference? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can you pronounce this one now? And do not consider that I'm shouting. Okay. I'm not shouting. I said that if you want to if you want to show the difference, you have to be loud. Okay. If you will not be loud, no one cannot catch the difference then. Okay. Hamza Fatah A, and Ain Fatah R, R. Okay. Say this one now. The top one is,
Ah.
and bottom one.
Ah.
Yes, like that. Clapping for this. You've got the perfect sound now, okay? So this is the thing. Whenever you will pronounce the Hamza in the Quran, you will pronounce like that. A, or like with Kasra is going to be E, Re. E, Re. Like Hamza Kasra E, normal E. Normal E, I'm saying, okay? But with Ain, it's going to pronounce from the lower of the throat. Lower mean like Ain is coming from the middle of the throat, but Kasra is down on the mouth. So, Re, Re. Okay, like E, E, and Re. E, Re. E, Re. E is for Hamza, and Re is for Ain. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And same on the Dhamma. Hamza Dhamma, U. And Ain Dhamma, Ru. U, Ru. U is Hamza. Hamza is normal. Okay, you don't need to make, or you don't need to get more energy for Hamza. Okay, you don't need to together your energy with that. Okay, but when you will pronounce the Ain, you have to make all your energy together there. Okay, and Ain is going to pronounce with the strong sound. Okay, Ru, like that. Ru. It's not going to be normal like oo. Oo is Hamza sound. Okay, for Ain, it's going to get the more energy. Ru. Do you understand that, Baru?
Yeah.
Again, I'm telling you, that thing is just for the lecture right now. You can never ever understand that until you are going to be in the practical. When you are going to read the things in the Quran, then you will understand that clearly there. Okay, for now, it was the topic that's what I'm discussing. Okay, but for now, it's just for the lecture. Okay, nothing to get confused on that. You don't need to make your mind head full there. Okay, that is very hard or something, you can't do it. Keep in mind, you will understand that thing in the Quran. But why I'm telling you this right now, because there is something you should know. In the Quran, some letters are getting the same sounds, but there is a little difference in the between them. Okay, so don't get confused like that. Ta fata ta, to fata to. The top one is ta and the bottom one is to. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Same on that. Sa, sa, and so. Look at that. Sa fata sa, sin fata sa, and salt fata so. Same on that. Dal fata da, and dot fata do. The top one is da, bottom one is do. This one ra, za, and ro. Ha, this one ha, and this one ha. See the difference in them. Like the top one is ha, ha, and bottom one ha, ha. Top one ha, and bottom one ha. Why I'm highlighting these two? Hamza and Ain, ha and ha are very close with each other. Okay, like ha is normal pronunciation, but for ha, it's going to get more energy to pronounce it. Ha. This one ka o. This one kho ro. Kho ro. Okay, so what's your homework now? I'm going to send you this page right now. This is out of your book. Okay, this is not in your book, but why I'm giving you this page, so you have to check that. And in next class, not in next class, you're going to send me the recording. And what you are going to do in the recording, you have to read the top row, I mean first row, and you have to connect the first row with the second and third row in everything.
So
Okay,
just do the first box.
how, what did you say?
So just do the first box.
I didn't get you.
So do I do all of them
Yes, you
or
do all of them, all of them, all of them. Okay, but you just need to pronounce that in the recording. Okay, and how would you understand that? If you want to get confused that what is the difference, so you have to come on that page and see. When you will pronounce the ta and tho, they are telling you ta is the light letter, so pronounce it light, like ta. And tho is the heavy letter, pronounce it heavy, like to. To. Same on that. Qaf is heavy letter, so pronounce that ko. Kaf is light letter, so pronounce that ka. That's in the list also. Okay, if you're going to see it, you can find that in the list also, kaf and qaf. Okay, so they are telling you the difference between kaf and qaf. Qaf is the heavy letter and kaf is the light letter. I'm going to send you this page also.
okay?
So whenever you get confused, you can't understand anything, come on this page and they are going to tell you what are the differences between the sounds, okay?
Okay.
Is there any question in this?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
I know it's little boring class today, okay? But it's very important lesson, okay? Tomorrow, inshallah, we will be starting the new thing, okay? Our new lesson is called Sukoon thing, okay?
Okay.
What is Sukoon, by the way? 1 minute.
Okay.
Hmm. Do you see it?
Yeah.
This is we are going to learn tomorrow. So, inshallah, you will enjoy this lesson, I'm sure. You will you will get good on that, inshallah, okay? But for now, the homework is that you have to pronounce the first row with the second and third row, okay? That's your homework only, and try to find out the difference. I'm telling you quickly, you have to check this, what I'm telling you. Hamza and Ain, both are throat letters. What I'm saying, both are throat letters, okay? But what is the difference? Hamza is pronounced from the back of the throat and Ain is pronounced from the middle of the throat, okay?
Okay.
Ta and To. Ta is the light letter and To is the heavy letter. Sa, Sin and Sod. Sa is soft and light letter, okay? Sin
Okay.
is hard and light letter, okay? Sa and Sin both are light letters, okay? But what's the difference? Sa is the soft letter and Sin is the hard letter, and Sod is the heavy letter, okay? Sod is the heavy letter. Sa is soft and light, Sin hard and light, Sod hard and heavy. That's the difference. Sin and Sod both are hard letters, okay? But Sin is in the light letter and Sod is in the heavy letter, okay? Dal and Dod. Dal is the light letter and Dod is the heavy letter. Zal, Zai and Zo. Zal is soft and light letter. Zai is hard. Zal and Zai both are light letter, okay? But Zal is soft letter and Zai is hard letters. By the way, you already noted down heavy letters, soft letters, hard letters, and throat letters, okay? So this is why I know the heavy letters, I know the soft letters, I know the hard letters, I know the throat letters. So that's why I can easily find the difference, okay? Zal is the soft letter, Zain is the hard letter, and Zo is the heavy letter, okay?
Okay.
Ha and Ha. Ha is Ha and Ha both are the throat letter, first of all, okay? But what's the difference? We have to tell the difference, right? Both are the throat letter, but Ha is coming from the back of the throat like Hamza, but Ha is coming from the middle of the throat, okay? Kaf and Qaf. Kaf is the light letter and Qaf is the heavy letter. Kha and Ghain. That's interesting, okay? Both are heavy letters and both are throat letters, okay? But the difference is in their sounds, okay? Kha is, you can say Kha is coming out from the top of the throat, okay, very top of the throat, and Ghain is from the lower top of the throat, okay. So both are same for Kha and Gha, okay. A slight difference in sound, okay, not in variation in sounds. Kha and Gha.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the thing. I'm going to tell you this in the next class. You're telling me, you send me the recording, and in next class, inshallah, I will tell you about the new lesson. It's called Sukoon. Okay. Is there any question for now?
No,
No.
no.
Okay, one thing I just want that whatever you have noted in the notebook, can you please send me the pictures? I just want to check your rules there. And it's not about that I just suspect that you wrote it or not. I just want to check if something wrong there so we can rectify and then we can move on to the next things, right?
Okay,
So send me all the things, all the stuff one by one whenever you get free, not right after the class. Whenever you get free, send me the pictures, okay?
okay. I'll just do it right after class.
Jazakallah, Allah Hafiz, inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, welcome, sir.